This is IGN. When it comes to combat, few games are even in the same ballpark. This is your IGN review of Ninja Gaiden 4 by Mitchell Saltzman. In so many ways, Ninja Gaiden 4 is exactly what I wanted it to be. It's a collaborative effort between Team Ninja and Platinum Games, two of my all-time favorite developers. It builds off the combat from Ninja Gaiden 2, which has the best action of the series in my eyes, and it comes packed with small touches that make it a bit more approachable without sacrificing the tough-as-nails difficulty that longtime fans like me expect. But while I'd even go so far as to say this combat system is among the very best I've ever seen, Ninja Gaiden 4 stumbles in many other areas. From its bland new lead character, to its uninspired level design, to its predictable story that falls completely flat. The action is still so good that a lot of those shortcomings get deflected like bullets against Ryu Hayabusa's sword, but others slip through that defense and wound what is otherwise an incredible revival for the Master Ninja. Story has never been a selling point of the Ninja Gaiden series, so it didn't come as a surprise to me that Ninja Gaiden 4's plot was one of its weakest elements. It introduces us to our new protagonist, Yakumo, a skilled ninja of the Raven clan whose initial goal to kill a priestess of the Dark Dragon instead quickly turns into a mission to escort her to a handful of magic seals in an effort to really for realsies kill the Dark Dragon for good this time. The secret sauce here is enemy aggression. Enemies are absolutely ruthless in Ninja Gaiden 4. They don't politely wait their turn as they attack from off-screen, hit you with unlockables, grab you if you try to turtle up, armor through your regular attacks, and overwhelm you with sheer numbers. It's a style of combat that is totally unique to this series, and that suffocating pressure from enemies is what makes every combat encounter such a thrilling fight for survival. One departure from previous games is that instead of individually upgrading your weapons and having each improvement come with new moves and increased power, this time around, you must buy all of your upgrades a la carte. Universal upgrades that affect every weapon cost Ninja Coin, which is a currency gained primarily from completing side missions, optional purgatory challenges, and as a reward for completing a chapter. Weapon-specific techniques, on the other hand, must be purchased with weapon EXP, which is gained simply by fighting enemies. The better you perform, the more weapon EXP you get. I always enjoyed having something new to unlock the whole way through, even though I do think Ninja Gaiden 4 is a little stingy with your starting set of upgrades. While the action is pristine and the combat areas themselves have some great interactable elements that give you the freedom to zip around from point to point, cutting up enemies along the way, the actual level design is pretty uninspired. There are occasional splashes of interesting architecture across the futuristic version of Tokyo that's been twisted by the evil power of the Dark Dragon's husk, but far more often, you'll just be wandering around very bland rooftops, identical-looking corridors, and boring city streets. It doesn't get much better once you're out of Tokyo either. You just trade those drab streets for foggy cliffsides, ugly sewers, and samey-looking military bases. Bosses have never been a strong suit for the Ninja Gaiden series, but funny enough, have always been a strength of Platinum Games. The mixture of the two seems to have gone about how you'd expect, as the bosses in Ninja Gaiden 4 vary wildly in quality. There are a couple of truly great scraps against tough enemies, with adrenaline-pumping soundtracks that brought to mind some of Metal Gear Rising's best fights. Meanwhile, others are just underwhelming battles against giant monsters with too much health and some frustrating gimmicks, from bosses that obnoxiously teleport around a large arena whenever you get close, to giant fiends that spawn annoying fodder enemies to distract from their own extremely dangerous attacks. When it comes to combat, there are few games I consider to be even in the same ballpark as Ninja Gaiden 4. It is quite simply the most fun I've had with a 3D action game since Devil May Cry 5. Its disappointing story, bland level design, and uneven boss battles certainly put a damper on the package as a whole, but they haven't stopped me from continuously coming back for more all the same. Blemishes and all, this is the best pure action game since Hi-Fi Rush, and hopefully it doesn't take another 13 years for the next one. Ninja Gaiden 4's IGN score? 8 out of 10. Thanks for listening to IGN. My name is Tony Jackson, and for the latest Ninja Gaiden 4 updates, visit us at IGN.com.
Spoken Layer.